Hi, it's the writer here this week. I hope everyone is having a wonderful and beautiful spring. So this week, I am going to talk about, well, a couple of big projects, but maybe one specifically. So one of my favorite things to write, as I mentioned last month, is poetry. And it's probably one of my oldest storytelling outlets that I've done since I was a child. And one of the things that I used to do when I was in our second grade class was we had this project where we could storytell and illustrate our books. And I love the idea so much of being a published writer that at a young age I wanted to write a poetry book. So funny enough, as life goes on, that poem book that I've started since I was 13, I've been continuing to write it. So you think it'd be like this really thick book of poems that I would want to publish, but no, I've actually been working on finally composing a few different stories, or I should say poems, and trying to shrink it down to this book now that I'm trying to organize that I'm calling. As of now, it's a working title, but it may be, I'm leaning more towards calling it this, but it's going to be called Epiphany, the story of a young girl to a woman through poetry. And I thought that was the best way to describe this book because it is exactly that. It's literally poems that I have starting from when I was a young age of 13 through my teenage years and through adulthood. And I thought it was a great way to showcase growth of this journey I think every woman takes, and or actually not even just women, actually every person that takes, that you grow from this child to the adult and all these different things that you go through, and I personally express them as poetry. So I wanted to share a poem that I wrote that would be hopefully in the book. And I'm actually going to try to pick something that is a little more uplifting. Well, maybe not as uplifting. This one's kind of dark. You can guess what time frame this might have been: teenage years, youth, who knows, or young adulthood. But this particular poem, as we have a plane flying over, is called Rebirth. And I'm going to read it first and then tell you a little bit about it. So, Rebirth. There is a shadow that hovers over the east of the womb that has caged me into its overbearing grief. I lay crouched into a position that protects my heart and lungs from any harm that may come upon my soul. Eyes shut from any existence of darkness that comes along into my mind when I think upon the doubts, fear, failure, and challenges whose purpose is to destroy that which I have come into this world for, inner peace. But it is far from me. It has grown two legs and walked off into the existence of wishful thinking and locked itself away, leaving me no key to find. I cannot see, I have no eyes. I have no sound, I have nothing left but the imagination of the glory that awaits for me upon the highest mountain, near the highest cloud in the sky that represents the taste of sweet satisfaction after achieving that which I have set before me. My mind, I am bound to no rules, no home, no restrictions, for I chose life. I chose to move. I chose to breathe. I chose to see that of which is right in front of me, my freedom. The sight of it branches out of my mind and into my soul, giving me a feeling of a new chance, a new existence, a new understanding. It's clear. I was dead once, and now I breathe. As that poem, obviously speaking, it's called Rebirth. There's a moment in my life where obviously I felt in a dark place. But I thought of the concept of the butterfly. I thought of the concept of the phoenix. Sort of this chance to rid yourself of the old bearings of life that may have weighed you down and transforming yourself into this person, and coming out of the light, specifically even the butterfly. It's one of the reasons actually why the butterfly is a big symbol for me. Not just because it's, a beautiful creature, but its story always inspired me in terms of, you start off as this being, this caterpillar, and then you manifest yourself into this cocoon phase where you're transitioning, trying to find your way. And once you do, you outward blossom into this new creature that goes out and breathes in the world and kind of almost starts over. So that's what Rebirth is about. Anyway, I have more samples of my poetry from Epiphany up on our website through my section, The Writer. Please check out the poems in the Writer's Vault and let me know what you think. And yes, for next week, the actress is actually not going to be here. She's going to come the last week of May, since we have an extra week this month. Next month, Let is coming back, and she'll be taking you on a journey from her hometown. All right, thanks, guys. Oh, and please remember to subscribe below, and email us any questions or hit up any of our social medias. Thanks again. Bye.